Hey, it's Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video we're taking a detailed look at the Bihn Techonaut 30, which I've been testing over the course of the last 2 weeks. If you want to see more videos like this one, please give it a thumbs up so we can keep helping you find the best gear. Let's dive in. Okay, so we have the Techonaut 30 here. It is in a 525 ballistic nylon. And on the interior, we have this blue halcyon liner. Of course, we have YKK zippers throughout in typical Bihn fashion. And then the plastic hardware here is from Woojin. If I bring that a little bit close up to the camera so you can see it. So I thoroughly enjoyed my time testing this. I think it is an improvement on the Aeronaut. And I just have the Aeronaut 45 here that I'm gonna have on the side, just so we can kind of compare a couple of features as we go along in the review. And then I also have the 45-liter Techonaut as well, because I want to bring up some different features between these two. So I'm gonna set these to the side for now, and let's get into the Techonaut 30 to kick us right off. So starting here on the back panel, I think this is a big improvement on the Aeronaut. You've got nice, thick, edgeless straps that provide a comfortable ride. This was very comfortable to wear for me in my testing period, and I just enjoyed using it. I'm still personally a bigger fan of the Cynic. I think some of the organization works a little bit better for me, but your mileage may vary. Adjustable sternum strap here, which is nice. Nothing too crazy, pretty similar to most bags. No load lifters at the top, which you don't really necessarily need for a 30-liter bag. And then we have the strap adjusters on the bottom, just standard. And the one thing about this sternum strap, I guess, that I don't really like is it's kind of like a bow tie without strap keepers. You can spend a good amount of money with Bihn on added accessories. They do sell strap keepers that will keep this managed. However, that's just gonna cost you, right? There's a lot of upgrades on this bag. You can get like a frame sheet, a properly padded hip belt that's not this waist strap, which is even more flappy when you use. And then you can get their absolute shoulder strap on the side here. So it can get expensive really quickly if you wanna dial this thing in the way that you wanna dial it in. But also I think that's one of the great things about Bihn is they really offer a lot of customization and things of that nature to really make the bag your own, including like the O-rings on the inside, right? Which they do a lot of as well. You can attach like little pouches and stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. Let me keep showing you the bag. So one of the big improvements on the Aeronaut, in my opinion, is the way that this strap system is managed. So on the Techonaut, I'm just gonna set this to the side. I just unclip those. And then let me show you on the Aeronaut here. So the Aeronaut, first of all, I mean, the straps are way thinner if you want to like reverse the video back and compare. Here, I'll just hold them up next to one another. Straps, I think, are way better on the Techonaut. They're way more comfortable. But the thing I like about this back panel here, one, it's like this skeleton back panel that first showed up in the Bihn Shadow Guide. This is the Design Lab edition. So it's, I believe Nick over at Bihn kind of spearheads this, and he will take previous versions of bags and iterate on them and change them. And I think what he's done so far in every bag that he's worked on, it's been better. But that's my opinion. So I really like the way that these straps stow much better than the Aeronaut. So you stow things away, and I just think it's nice. They're away. You know, with the Aeronaut, it kind of goes into this back panel, and I've always was like, can this be for a laptop? Like, guess you might be able to stuff one in there, but it's a little awkward, especially if you're wearing the shoulder straps because you can't close it, right? If the shoulder straps are out, you can't zip this closed, so you just have like an open laptop in the back, so it doesn't really work for that. But you put these away, and now you have like, there's just so much space in here that goes unused in the Aeronaut. And I like the curved zipper, but that whole zippered back part of the Aeronaut to me just seems a little bit wasted. But in the Techonaut, this zippered part up here at the top is for your laptop. So I got my 16-inch MacBook Pro in here, no problem. Let me just grab it and show you how it fits inside. 16-inch, no problem, right in the back. All right, so that, right, zipper here for a laptop, zipper here for shoulder straps. I think on the Techonaut, it's a lot more useful. And then I would say we could compare the back panels, but there really isn't one on the Aeronaut either. I mean, there's some padding in here, but overall, you know, it doesn't have this kind of skeleton design that the Techonaut has, which if I bring that up close, you can just kind of see the mesh and the breathability that you get with it. You know, there's these sides here have a little bit of space too. So this part is on your back and then you got a little breathability on the sides. You got breathability because of the mesh. Some nice support. I mean, this design goes all the way down. So like huge improvement on the structure with the Techonaut. And I found it a lot more comfortable to wear than the Aeronaut. Even though this one's 30 liters, this one's 45, you can definitely tell the difference both in the straps and the harness system. So massive upgrade on that. I'm just noticing now that this is Duraflex too. So they use ITW and Duraflex plastic hardware. Tom Bihn likes to mix it up and use whatever they see fit for that project. Now there is space under here too. So again, if you want to keep going in that upgrade game, you can get a padded hip belt. You could also store the waist strap in the back here as well, if you just want to get it out of the way. You do have the option for a waist strap too on the Aeronaut. This isn't a comparison video, but I just want to show you and bring stuff up that kind of hides behind here in a different way. But you can't really hide the hip belt or waist strap in the back. It's just these two little pockets for these buckles, whereas you have an entire pass-through here for the Techonaut, which I really appreciate. So those are kind of like the main differences between the two, at least on the exterior, like the big ones I've noticed. And then another one to notice is that when you carry this inside, like briefcase mode, you have proper straps in the Aeronaut. So, you know, for me, this is the tertiary carry style of the three. I personally like to wear a backpack style, and then you can get a shoulder strap and wear it crossbody or messenger style just on your shoulder. However, this is a little bit more briefcasey, and I think with the 4 anchor points, it's structured a little bit more. It pulls at the bag less. But when you have 2 anchor points here, you're gonna get a bit more of that pull on the side here, which doesn't really affect the carry, but it affects the way it looks. Some companies will put like a metal stay in here that keeps things structured on the side, but not the case here with the Techonaut. So I'm just gonna put the 45-liter Aeronaut off to the side now, and let's continue to focus on the Techonaut. Side handle, so you saw how that works, but I just wanna show you again that padding. So definitely comfortable to wear, and I dig it. All right, and then at the top here we have 2 handles, which again, I dig. I think this is kind of unique to Tom Bihn bags. I don't see this on many other bags, but they've got, you know, a grab handle that's going like this way, vertically or horizontally, whichever way that you're wearing it. And then you have a loop here in the back. So you can grab them from both. You can hang them up from both if you have like a hook or something, or you want to hang it up from this. And I like the versatility of that, right? If it's like above you in an overhead bin on the airplane and it's shifted sideways, right? Sometimes you shift it sideways to stick it in there, and you pull it out easily like that. And I like that. That adds a little bit of versatility to the grabs, which I dig. Just big, thick plastic hardware. I kind of like that it's like Tom Bihn branded as well. That's where the absolute shoulder strap attaches. I think that, runs near like $100. So again, if you want to carry this, messenger style or with the shoulder strap, just get ready for that additional investment. Okay, and then yeah, that about wraps up the exterior. I mean, these can tuck in here really nicely. And I did neglect to mention that there is a pass-through port here for a luggage trolley. So you just, put the handle up on your luggage if you have roller luggage, if you want to carry more with you, or maybe you're bringing along a suit or some nicer clothing and you just need that roller luggage. This totally works as well. And you can kind of, thread it through there, which is nice. As far as everything else in the exterior, simple, clean. There's not like any exterior water bottle pockets. It's all like inside the bag. So we're gonna get to all that. I did put these zipper pulls on Bihn has approximately 3,000 different ways to put these on. They have a good video on it. So definitely check that out. But that helps with silencing them a little bit because these are really jingly zippers. And of course, if you wanted to, you could like cut these metal pulls off with a wire and just use their paracord pulls. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. But I do like the paracord pulls on the zippers. It gives you just a little more grabability, I would say, if that's even a word. And then we have very durable, robust YKK zippers here as well. All right, so let's get into some of the exterior pockets here. So this first one is a top grab or a drop pocket if you're wearing it sideways. And we have a key clip on the inside here. And this is where we get into that O-ring game that I was talking about earlier. Bihn has these all over their bags, and they really allow nice customization. You can put pouches on here, key leashes, wherever you want. I love that they offer that. And then inside, you know, I've just got like, just to show you what's in here, I've got sunglasses, pack of gum, I got headphones, gum wrapper that I should have cleaned up earlier. What am I doing? And then a Zippo lighter here too. Now, one of the things about this pocket that I found interesting while I was using it is that I was using it backpack style, right? So I was accessing it from the top, and I like the way it looks and I like the access, but you can't see really what's inside of here, right? Most top drop pockets will have a zipper going across this way, and you can open it up and really get a look on the inside. For this, it's kind of weird because you're kind of like looking in, seeing what's in there. For me, mostly I was just putting my hand in and doing it by feel. So it's hard to see what's going on inside of here, even with the Island Halcyon liner, which it's reversed, so it's not quite as brilliant blue as it is on the interior. However, that's just one thing I noticed, right? So not a lot of visibility in this top drop pocket. I've seen visibility better in other bags, but I do like the design. Like, it's different, right? It's different than what you'd see. And if it was going across here, we wouldn't have the ability to have this handle here or it'd be obstructed or, you know, whatever. So I do enjoy that. Now there are two zippers on the side here, and they look like they're the same. But this one is like another drop pocket. It's basically this pocket, but on its side. So inside, I just have like flatter items. I've got my passport, little field notes notebook there as well. I'm gonna set those off to the side for now. And a pack of gum in there as well. I just love the gum, I guess. And then we have another O-ring here. So if you wanted to put the key leash over here, you could totally do that. Again, that really gives you, let me just show you where that's at there. I had my hand covering it up. That's gonna give you the extendability that Bihn is known for, which I really appreciate. And that goes down to, if my hand is in here, goes down to right here. So it doesn't end here like you might think with this seam here. It goes down to here. And I like this side pocket. Same thing as the top pocket. You really got to fish around in there. Although there is more visibility if you're wearing a backpack style because you can really open it up and look. Water bottle pocket on the other side. I have an 18-ounce Yeti Rambler on the inside here. You know, this side pocket that looks the same goes all the way to the bottom where this seam is. So definitely put a water bottle in there. I'm actually going to put my water bottle back inside so you can see how it eats into the bag, right? And that's the sacrifice that you have to take when you get a nice, clean, low-profile bag in the exterior. It's harder to, you know, keep a clean and very packable and easy inside, right? So there's that. Okay, and now let's take a look at the main event, the interior. We got this nice horseshoe zipper. One of the things that I really appreciate about the Techonaut is it really opens up to just like a giant tub. You can get access to anything in here easily. You have these tall sides, so it's very easy to stuff what you need inside. Like you can see these packing cubes are in here, but we still have like a good amount of depth if we want to keep shoving stuff in here, which is great for a travel bag. So I just have these Heim Planet packing cubes in here now just to show you the sizing of them. I'm going to take them out and just set them off to the side here. But yeah, big empty tub here. These compression straps are good too if you want to like keep something really tied down to the bottom. So maybe those packing cubes, I wanted to do like, you know, 2 layers of them. So I wanted to, you know, really ensure that this one is like cranked down to the max as much as possible and really locked in. And then maybe, you know, this one goes on the top there or something like that. You do have that option if you're doing just clothing and you have like a big sweater, you can put that on the bottom too, and that works out well. But yeah, just big giant tub, right? But we can see how that water bottle comes in here, and that's gonna give you, a little less space to work with on the inside if you have it in. I know Tom Bihn in their video on the site, they put a packable bottle in here, which is flat, which is nice. You can see how much space that we've just reclaimed there with that not there. And man, I just love that. This just like stays up, right? It's not structured, but the way that it's designed, it just stays up like this little tub, and it's really a joy to pack. Can't believe I just said that it's a joy to pack, but it's very fun. So another thing that I wanted to bring up in the differences between the 30-liter version and the 45 version, there's this little slip pocket right here on the inside. And in the 30-liter version, I've got size 10.5 feet, so that's this size of a sandal here. I can't stuff that in here like quite as easily. I can if I bend it around, but let me show you now with the 45-liter version of the Techonaut. There's just going to be a little bit more space on the inside here. So I can shove that in. And that's a little bit more space for that flip-flop, which is nice. I really appreciate that. So yeah, you can see that there's just a little bit more space in the bottom there. It's a little bit tighter on the 30, etc. However, if I've got these are a women's sized 8, I believe. Yes, women's sized 8 sandal here. If I shove that in this pocket, it's way easier to work with and I can really get it down there. So if you've got smaller feet, you're gonna be able to utilize this the way it's intended. If you've got, larger feet like me, like 10 and above, it's gonna be a little bit harder to do. All right, so I'm just gonna put this 45-liter back off to the side here. Take these sandals out of here too, just so you can just see. Now the top, I like this top flap too. So this is just a simple zippered pocket that we have. And then, I've just got a tech pouch in here. I'm gonna set that off to the side. And then I also have just a pair of glasses in there as well. Not a lot of visibility in this. You don't have that liner that we have on the inside here with this blue liner. However, you can see that there is some ample space in here. There's some mesh for some visibility when you have something inside, right? Like you can see the blue slightly through the mesh, although it's pretty dang dark. So the visibility isn't too high, but it's possible to see through. And then next up, we have the bottom pocket here. And inside, I've just got a hoodie and a rain jacket, compressible rain jacket. So that fits in nicely here. And there's an additional feature that I want to go over with you in here, and that is the little zipper that you see at the bottom here. Now if I open, let me show you first. This keeps its liter independence, which is nice, right? In contrast to the water bottle, which cuts into the main part of the bag, this is a little bit more liter independent. So it does stuff up here a bit, and depending on if you stuff it, that you're gonna have a little bit of variance there. However, when you unzip this, there's enough extra fabric to where you can basically negate the bottom of this bag. So if I really wanna let the main compartment here be as large as it can be, I just unzip that and this extra fabric will fall into this bottom pocket more. So it's like up to you. Do you want more space in this pocket here, or do you want more space inside of the bag in that main compartment? You really can reclaim a lot of space there. So that's an additional clever feature that I see here. So there you have it. That is the Tom Bihn Techonaut 30. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we will see you in the next video.